Hey everyone, Teresa Morrow here. This time I want to talk about not giving up on possibilities. And I want to share with you something that had happened when my husband was in the hospital after we had found out he had peripheral artery disease. His circulation was so bad in his left leg that the doctors were saying that he needed his leg amputated. Now you can imagine what a hard struggle of a decision that was for us. And what made it even more complicated was he had suffered a heart attack, which made his heart extremely weak. And even if we decided to do the surgery to amputate the leg, they didn't know if he was going to even make it through the surgery because his heart was so weak. So as you can imagine, the struggle in that decision for us. And they had given us about 24 hours to decide what we wanted to do. And the next day I was out running some errands and I received a phone call from an unexpected person. I had met many doctors and nurses through the weeks that Eddie had been at the hospital and going through different procedures, trying to figure out what was going on with him. Well, I get on the phone, and this doctor introduces himself, and I had never met this doctor. I said, I don't think we've met. But I wasn't sure, obviously, because of all the doctors and nurses that I had met. And he said, no, ma'am, you haven't met me. He said, but I heard about your husband's condition, and I want to offer to you another option. No one else had ever mentioned this other type of surgery that was even a possibility. And that's where I really grew from the situation, because lo and behold, they did this surgery, this alternative surgery for my husband. They didn't amputate his leg. He can still walk to this day. And it really showed me that even when we're faced with two options that aren't the greatest, because at the time, it was either do the surgery, risk the possibility that he may not even make it through the amputation, or not do the surgery, and of course, it wouldn't have been good either, because eventually it would have gotten an infection, and it would have gone downhill. But then this doctor comes out of, quote, nowhere, and opened up another option for us that we didn't even know existed. So that is what I offer to you, is when sometimes we're faced with two options that don't look so great, there may just be another option or possibility out there. So just don't give up on those possibilities that may appear themselves to you, and that's what I offer to you. Just don't give up. Okay? Thank you guys so much for listening.